The new data showing inflation cooling off. The Consumer Price Index shows prices increased 0.4% month over month and 6% year over year. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous joins me live now for more on this. Alexis, what does this mean for the price tags when we go and buy essentials?
Well, the good news, we'll start with the good news, which is that inflation is cooling a little bit, but still uncomfortably high. So as we saw in that graphic, consumer prices up 6% year over year, month over month up 0.4%. And when we dig deeper into this report, we find that rent, shelter, which made up about 70% of the rise, up 8% year over year. So shelter costs continue to be a big issue for Americans. Also, food continuing to go up nearly 0.5%. We also had a furniture, recreation higher. A couple of bright spots. Energy prices actually came down, and also new vehicle sales lower year over year.
What does this mean for fears of a recession? And, of course, the big question is always future rate hikes.
Right. So a recession, of course, still very much on the table, and economists seem split on this. Some are saying we can still get a recession later in the year. The interest rate picture got a lot muddier after Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank went under. The Fed now has a dual mandate, if you will, to try to bring inflation lower and to also bring financial stability to the markets.
So what does this all say about the state of the economy?
Well, right now, it looks like we've turned our focus away from inflation and into our banking system after the failure of these regional banks. And, you know, even though the government took extraordinary steps to shore up the depositors of those banks, we are still seeing people taking their money out of regional banks in droves, and not just Silicon Valley and Signature. JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, all reporting today that they're seeing a number of new accounts being opened. Citizens Bank is actually going to open more branches and extend their hours to make way for all of the new business coming in.
So what more can be done to shore up confidence in the banking system? Or do you need it? Is it okay if everyone moves to these bigger banks?
It's not. And the reason is, and that's a great question, because if the regional banks go away and we're only left with the big banks, that's going to squeeze our financial system. We need competition in the financial system. It helps with liquidity to have more banks as well. And remember, higher interest rates is a big reason why those banks went under. They catered to the tech sector. Those tech investors were hit hard by higher interest rates, which is why the Fed may not raise interest rates next week. There are a number of economists, including from Goldman Sachs and Barclays, who now believe the Fed will stand pat until they get their arms around what's happening with banking.
It's a tangled web. Alexis Christoforous, thank you.
Sure.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.